Hello and welcome back to this tutorial series. In this episode we will try to reach the Activity 3 destination up there by using some power-ups and collect some coins. First of all, we open up our Hour of Code folder and the blueprints. We have the coin here and we have some power-ups and a key that we need for the last activity. First of all, let's place this jump boost here, right in front here. Also, let's place some coins in the way of the player. With the Alt key holding and pulling, we can duplicate it, so it's easier to place. Like that. And another jump boost up here. And at the end, the Activity 3 destination will have the key. Great, let's take a look what we've done. So, we have the jump host. Let's open this up with double click. And we already have some functionality right here. So let's first of all take a look at the viewport. Place this up here. So we have the static mesh. This is this diamond here, you can say. Then we have a sphere collision. Then we have a text that's just say jump host. And a rotating movement. It's pretty easy. You can go to the details and see that we have a rotation rate of 180 degrees. So it rotates very slowly when we place it inside the game. This is a very easy and simple way to animate something, in this case a rotation, by just go to the components and add an rotating movement. Let's open up the event graph and delete everything inside here because we want to configure everything by ourselves. For this, let's open up the details window of the sphere collision because we need the event on component begin overlap. Since we want that our character should overlap, we take the other actor and cast to our epic character. So only our character will trigger this event here. Then, since this is a jump host, we want to change the ability of our character to jump. For this, we have already the pre-configured variables here. Let's take a look. We have the jump velocity of 1500, as well as the cooldown time of 4 seconds. We will use this later. For the begin, we go from the as epic character and get the movement, the character movement. And we changed this before in episode 1, where we changed the ability to sprint. This is very similar, so we go from the character movement and want to set the velocity, in this case the set jump z velocity. Connect it, and then we just take out the jump velocity and connect it. After we trigger the event, the jump boost should be disappear for a moment. So for this, we take out the static mesh here and want to set the visibility to false. As well, we take out the sphere collision and want to set the collision enabled to no collision. Then we want to play a little sound at location. In this case of the actor location. Since the jump boost is an actor, we can just use this one. Connect it. Now we need a sound. For this, we take out of the sounds here. We have here the jump boost sound. This one here, we select it, go back to our blueprint jump boost, and hit this arrow here, use asset browser selection. After this, we need a little delay. In this case, our cooldown time. Get it and put it right here. And then we just need to copy and paste this back here. Set everything to normal again. We enable the visibility again. We enable the collision again. And we want to set the character movement velocity back to normal. So again, copy and paste this back here. Set this back to the normal 600. We need to connect, of course, the character movement So let's take the epic character back to the target, and that's it. Compile and save this. So basically we will go back to our level. From last time we have placed our player start right here. And now we'll show you another way. We can just delete it. Go to the next destination here, just for testing, of course. We go to place actor and place a new player start inside the world. Doesn't matter because we have only one player start. Just be careful that you don't place two player starts, very important. When we hit play, we have the power up here, which is rotating, as well as the coins. Where we overlap with this, we can jump much higher. And after 4 seconds, we can jump normally again. And that's basically it. So let's take a look on this coins here. This coins here, we can click on it and say edit blueprint coin. But first of all, as always, we take a look on the viewport. Again, we have a static mesh, a sphere collision, a text, and a rotation movement. So basically the exactly same as the jump boost. But this time we go to the event graph and it's a little bit different here. So we have an cast, in this case to the third person game mode. The reason is we want to save the coins that we collect, so the amount of the coins. In my opinion, the game mode is not the best place to store these informations. I would recommend to store it instead in the game instance. So let's start with a blank event graph. In this case, we open up the details, we select the sphere collision. Again, if you want to add it by yourself, you can just go to add and hit the sphere collision. If you search for collision, we have also a box collision and capsule collision. It doesn't matter, you can choose whatever you want. But let's select our sphere collision, go down and hit the on component begin overlap. In this case, we start with the other actor and cast to our epic character. So only our epic character can trigger this event here. Then let's go to our level again. Go to our main folder if you want, and then we say right click, blueprint, blueprint class, and search for game instance. Select this game instance and say select, and let's call this my instance. So what is a game instance? A game instance is basically a place where you can store variables and functions that will stay over the whole game. So even when you change the level, the variables will stay there. Let's open this up. Basically nothing is here, so we can configure it however we want. In this case, we want to store some variables here. So let's click on the plus here and say coins. Coins is of course an integer. In this case, we want to count up this amount here. And the second one is has key. And this is an Boolean. So we only have one key. We have it or we don't have it. Of course, the default value is we don't have it, so false. And that's basically it. We close this one, go back to our level here. And the very important thing is we go to the settings, project settings, maps and modes, and here you can select the game mode as we did at the beginning, the level where we start up. Since we only have one level, of course it stays there. And here's the game instance. And we choose our created instance, so my instance. And that's it. We can close this one here. And now we're using our instance all over the game. So let's go back to our coins here. And the good part is we can call the game instance in every single event graph wherever we want. Basically, we just have to say get game instance. And then we just cast to my instance, the instance that we created. Connect it. And now we can use the variables. So we say get coins. And now we want to set the coins, in this case, +1. We go from the instance and say set coins. Connected here. We have the current coins, say plus, so add, in this case, +1. So we get the current amount of the coins, add it with 1 and set it to the new amount of coins. So we count it up every time we collect a coin. And since the coins are duplicated inside the world, this will count for every coin that we placed in the world. And at the end, we want to play a sound, add location, get the actor location. Since this, as you can see, is an actor, the coin, we can get the actor location so it knows where it is in the world. And this is the location where the sound will play. Now we can select the sound. For this, let's go back to our R of code, audio, and we have some sounds here. Let's take a look. We have the coin sound here. Select it, go back to our blueprint coin and hit this arrow here. Use asset browser selection. That's it. And at the end, we want that the coin disappears. Of course, otherwise we could pick up again and again, which is just the destroy active function, and it's still on the target for self. So the coin itself. Just for testing, let's place this back here, uncheck this one here, and then we place an print string. As you can see, this is for development only, so we're testing if the coins go up. We connect this here to the string, it will automatically convert it, and then we say compile and save this. Now we just hit play, take this jump boost here, jump on this platform and collect this coin here. In the left upper corner you can see 1, now 2, 3, and of course it continues until we collect the coins here. We have this another jump boost here to jump on this platform, and we can collect this key here. Last step is, of course, we take a look on the key. This one here. Open it up. You can close the other ones. And this is simple as well. It again calls to the third-person game mode, so we will delete this here. And we can delete the rest, of course, except for the play sound and the destroy actor. Let's take this in front here. Again, same concept, static mesh, sphere collision, text, rotating movement, nothing special, and again the begin overlap event. So we cause to our epic character again, then we get the game instance, cause to the created instance, my instance, and in this case we want to set the has key to true. So in the moment we overlap with the key here, we set the has key to true, play the sound and destroy the actor. Compile and save this. So let's hit play again, use the jump host, collect the coins. Jump on this platform and collect the key. Great! In the next episode we will open up this gate there and finish the level. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, please let me know, and yeah, goodbye.